And drawing first blood, you know coach likes that momentum out of the gate.
Well, for us, it'll be interesting. Can they keep that kind of pace up all game long?
To the middle. Stolen. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. They set the pick for three. Hits the three-point bomb. He has 5.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Working his way for a high percentage look. That's just smart basketball.
Man, that's a painted possession right there, a masterpiece, especially when the defense is not a factor.
Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 6. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Pass to Lawson. 6 on the shot clock. Out to the wing. Here's Newton. The layup off target.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
To the wing on the left. And out of bounds as the Wolverines gain possession. And the Wolverines with possession. 6-point game. Time called here. The Wolverines decide to talk it over.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments, pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Here's Lawson. Finds himself wide open and drills it.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Yeah, he's got to be a little bit more on their radar after knocking down something like that.
Fires for 3. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Sinks the triple. He has 5.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now it's a shootout.
the screen. Inside. Got a hand on it. Here's Watkins. And it's out of bounds. The Wolverines able to retain possession here. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Lawson surveying the D.
Ball is turned over. Away team ball.
And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you got to love that energy.
Gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. And stolen by Lawson.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
No good with the layup. Gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. There's the drive. Basket good.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
The Wolverines have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Pass to Newton. Shoots it. Great look there, but off target.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Clock at 6. Comes up empty from 19 feet out.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
It's good.
Well, that just scrambled the defense all kinds of ways with that great initial pass.
Lets the 3 fly. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. 13 points in the game.
That's pretty much not how they defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Here's Sosa. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Six to shoot. Fades back. No good. And that does it for the first quarter. Up by 5. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Well, the coaches preach ball movement, and we saw exactly why in that first quarter.
Well, everybody just feeling the energy of the basketball as they moved it around, and lots of hands were touching it.
Fires from deep. Drains the three-pointer.
Zero defense. You can't let a good shooter have the wide open 3.
Here's Steele. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. He nails it, and we're tied up. Hey, Bones, what do you think is a part of the game that some casual fans don't really understand that well?
Well, Kevin, outside of the contest right here in front of us, let's think about the long schedule that teams are dealing with. How many times the coaches employ different lineups and strategies so that by the end of the year, they have optionality in what they can do on the floor.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Pass to Wolf. Shot clock at 6. Fires the three. And the Wolverines another three.
And guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
With a floater. Good, nice job down low.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
The Wolverines have gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Here's Watkins. A three-pointer off the mark. Gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Here's Lawrence. Off target from three-point range.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Donaldson, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
The Wolverines shooting their first free throws of the game.
2 shots.
First free throw is good. He hits both from the stripe. Gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Kane. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
Clearly defensive miscue there. If there's not a body on him that's sitting at the mid-range, that's a defensive mistake.
Wolf passes to Donaldson. The tray drills the three-pointer. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Offline from the high post. The Wolverines have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooter. Launches it. And the Wolverines another 3.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Here's Kane. To the paint. And they'll get another chance. 5 to shoot. Tries again. And he gets it to go. Hitting off the back of the rim. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Donaldson. He's got 5. Pass to Wolf. Here is Lawson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
So I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Wolverines.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
Yeah, getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
That's good from Lawson. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly.
He does that so well. At his size, he's always a threat to throw it down.
Time called here. The Wolverines decide to talk it over. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
So it's the Wolverines now. Down low. And the shot is good. And the Wolverines lead by 4.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
.136 left to play in the first half. Shoots the 3. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Well, this is a gravity game right now. Whatever he throws up must come down. He's having a great game.
To the inside. Newton can't get it to go. Gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Gotten out from three-point land in the second quarter, going 4 of 5 from downtown. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts. So it's the visitors now. The 3. Newton pulls it in. The Wolverines leading by 3. 30 seconds left to play here in the half. Three-pointer on the way. The shot will not fall. Gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3 ball here. Right wing. 12 seconds left here in the second. 6 on the shot clock. A fadeaway. Traps in the tray. 8 points for him.
Remember when big men shooting threes were as rare as Sasquatch, and now those big guys are everywhere.
So a tie game here as we finish the first half. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. gone to three-point range 7 times tonight, knocked down 5 of them. And it's Sosa in at the 4 spot. And that's the group for Brett Brown as we begin the second half. On the clock. Takes the 3. That one doesn't go. Doing it very well tonight, around 57%. For the lead. No good, but he's still shooting 75%. 6 of 8 from the floor. Pass to Newton. A floater. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
It's his first trip to the line.
Taking 2 shots.
No good on that one. Second free throw, no good.
And for him, that is an ugly trip to the line. Rarely do you see him do that.
Second half just getting started. About a minute played. For the lead. Nailed from three-point land. He's got 19.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication. And now he's able to make a pay.
To the middle. Here's Sosa. Makes it off the glass.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
No good on the triple.
Well, the D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from three-point range, and he shows us why still. I expect him to make one of those.
Here's Newton. Watkins passes to Sosa. The 3 doesn't go for him. Gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark. Shooting the 3 ball well. Gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Pass to Newton. Blanketed by the D. Fights to the rim for the layup. Guys, what a back and forth game this has been.
And that's already resulted in 7 lead changes.
There's the pick. Takes a 3. He's off on that one. The Wolverines have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. From outside the arc, the shot no good.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is I just got to get the next one to go, and you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Four on the clock. They could use a bucket. That shot missing. The Wolverines leading by 5. 1:57 left in the third. That shot wide open. He's got 14.
And the advantage they have starting to increase. Things are coming together for them at a really opportune time.
Coaches always talk about the first 5 minutes of the third quarter. They have definitely increased their energy level here.
Guard it.
There's 1:40 left here in the third quarter. There's a screen. Buries it from three-point range.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
Lock at 6. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Three-pointer. And the Wolverines another 3.
And really the story of this second half. One team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
This team did something in halftime, going from a mild-mannered half-court executing team to some heroic shooting in the second half.
The Wolverines leading by 8. Drives to the hoop. That's tipped. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
At the line for the away team, number 1. One shot.
On the free throw, no good. Here's Donaldson. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. It's the Wolverines as they end the third quarter with a massive 16-7 run. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Doesn't happen with every point guard in the league as far as setting your teammates up. Lots more scorers now, but right there creating the scoring opportunity for his teammate.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Releases. Goes back up to the left wing. Lets it go with a 3. Cans it from downtown.
And great intensity here. down the stretch. He's not one to shrink in the moment.
Now take a look at him, locked in right now in this moment, wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
Outside for Pippen. And it's out of bounds. The Wolverines able to retain possession here. So both teams making some changes here. Just 5 to shoot. The Wolverines need to get a shot on. Here's Wolf. Misses, and he wants that one back.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy misser, too.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
Lawrence. Yep, right through the net.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Launches a three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Shakes him. It's blocked. Now here's Pippen. He's tightly guarded. Uses the glass to finish the winning. Now it's a 6-point Wolverine lead. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Wolverines.
Great job by this team closing out. Blocking a bunch of shots and just a tremendous effort defensively.
Well, something else that has stood out is their up-tempo offense. I mean, these guys have been on the track all game long. They're creating high-percentage looks, getting out there on the fast break.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, well, during the break, I was able to catch the message the visiting team coach gave to his team. His emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said we have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other up. They're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it hard on them. Kevin, they're going to have to if they're going to slow down the hot shooting of their opponent.
Thank you, David. Gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Shoots a fader, and it's in off the backboard. 21 points in the game.
Oh, almost an impossible shot to block. Faded away and floated it right up over the big fella.
Sosa the pass to Walters. Offline with this three.
Number 8. First personal foul. First team.
Both teams will make substitutions.
Substitution on the court.
Gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Here's Steele. And a miss there on the triple.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Newton. Inside. Here's Lawson. No good there off the double clutch. Gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the away team. Number 3. Taking 2 shots.
first one falls for him. Good on both. Here's Newton. 1:58 left. The play here in the fourth. To the inside. Here's Sosa.
Hey, guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of player. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatic.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. To the wing right side. 6 to shoot. Shot on the wing. And dead on that time. Beautiful shot.
And the defensive mindset has to maybe get to the mid-range. They didn't do a good job pressuring the shooter on that possession.
And so the timeout by Brett Brown here. .129 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Newton.
He gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy use there.
And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
It's the first that narrows the gap to 1. Drops. He ties it up.
He is absolutely the guy you want at the line in that situation. It just shows you how much he loves these moments.
Here's Newton. The shot from the low post is good.
A clutch play there. No reason to risk the jumper when you can get to the rack.
And no reason to settle in that situation. If they're going to give that up, he's going to take all of it.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Oh, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up enough.
He sinks the clutch free throw.
Yeah, how about the bucket to tie with the D just all over him. The free throw to give them the lead. Just a fantastic play all around.
Now, here is Watson. Newton can't get it to go. Lot is on the line here.
Crowd is so focused.
Here's the screen. Oh, and he quieted down the crowd with that shot. Big, big play.
And that was a punch in the gut to those fans.
Time called here. The Wolverines decide to talk it over. Here's Newton. Here's Sosa. No good with the triple. And now we've got the intentional foul.
First personal foul, 5th team foul. Shooting for the away team. Number 13 at the line for 2.
drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And a tough break as his second attempt at the line. No good. Swiped away. And that's an intentional foul.
Number 8, second personal foul. Teams in the penalty. Shooting for the away team. Steal. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game.
Some padding here on the free throw line. Some good work.
Here's Watkins. Knocks down the 3. Nine seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
Taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Breathe easy now. The biggest free throws in the game, and he's coming through.
And the Wolverines on number 3.
Started.
Away team.
They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
Personal foul. At the line for the away team. Number 6. 2 shots.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he does get the second one. And that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. Now it's time for our player of the game.